All right, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be answering the Q&A questions. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm just finding out now that people can't hear me during my videos, and I've been getting a lot of comments like, "Can you speak the fuck up? I can't fucking hear you." And shit is funny, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me. So hopefully you guys can hear me in this video. If you can't in this video, I'm gonna have to change something. I mean, I'm using my dad's laptop for this shit, so hopefully it works. And I don't ever rewatch my videos either, so that's why I haven't really noticed that it's hard to hear me. But yeah, I got like 6 questions since I posted 5 days ago, so I'm just gonna answer them. I'm gonna go somewhat in depth in them, so um, it'll should be a fairly long video, maybe. All right, so first question: do a video on what foods you should eat if you're trying to bulk, and show what to get from grocery store and how to cook it. Um, Raph, you asked some stupid fucking questions, bro. I'm joking. All right, so I think you have a good like general idea of what kind of foods to eat. I mean, you see like the foods I eat, you know what foods like protein sources, carb sources and stuff. So when you're trying to bulk, it's really hard to get the calories in. So the easiest way to do that is doing things like two easiest ways is cooking with or three easiest ways. One, cooking with oils. So even a tablespoon of olive oil that has like 150 calories, you do 2 tablespoons, that's 300 calories right there. So cooking food with oils like olive oil or coconut oil. Two, you eating a lot of nuts, no homo. Like people don't understand how calorically dense things like almonds and cashews and stuff are. Like a handful of almonds, even though it seems like a small amount, is like probably over 200 calories. So you get a lot of calories from eating nuts. And then three, making shakes, just making your own shakes. Just get protein, a scoop of protein, two cups of milk, um, two tablespoons of peanut butter, maybe a tablespoon of oil. You don't even taste the oil, and then adding like oats in it, like a packet of oats, like some sugar oats or something, like flavored oats. That's like probably over 600 calories right there. So you can make your own mass gainer. It'll save you money. It's probably better for you than a mass gainer, and it's easier to digest than just eating a bunch of food because when you're trying to gain weight, it can be really hard, and you don't want to stomach down all the food. So those are three really easy ways, and also make sure you're not eating carb sources that are really hard to digest, like brown rice and shit. Like you hear it's healthy and whatnot, it's not really that healthy, and it sits in your stomach for a long time. So eating maybe like potatoes and fruits and like white rice, those digest really fast. So yeah, I mean that's a I think that's a good summary. I mean I might make a video for that if you really want me to. Next question. Hey dude, I'm currently using LGD. Been on it for about a week. I'm dosing it at 5 milligrams a day, which I think is optimal dose in terms of gain to suppression ratio. Now here's the thing. I'm not getting any gains or noticing anything. There's so much hype around LGD, but it seems to be just hype. Can you tell me how long it took you for notice gains and what type of weight one can expect? Currently at 155, 5'10". I don't know my body fat percent, but I assume it's pretty high, probably around 20. All right, so two things. One, your source. I wonder what your source is. If you want to message me, we can talk about it like on Instagram or something. But you should definitely. I mean, it might not be the best. 10 might be the might be a better dose. But you're right. I think 5 is optimal, and you should definitely notice something from it. I noticed something from it within probably I think probably a week's time. That's around the time I noticed. Maybe even less than that. Then again, I feel like I respond to things much easier than some people. But it's definitely noticeable. It's if you've tried any other SARMs, then it's really noticeable. I mean, even if you haven't tried SARMs. But and then the second thing that concerns me is your body fat. You're saying you're 20% at 155, 5'10". So 20% is pretty high. I don't know if you're just throwing a number out there, but if you're 20%, then it might be harder to notice anything that you use. Because the reality is, the leaner you are when you use these kinds of things, that it's much more noticeable on someone with less body fat than someone who has higher body fat. Either way, I mean, I think you're guessing. You obviously don't know the exact percent, but 20% is fairly high. I still think you should be able to notice it though. But yeah, like I said, if you want to message me about it, we can talk about it. It's not hype at all. I don't think it's hype. I mean, I have It's been a year since I made my Austrian video, and I've experimented with a lot of SARM since then. But LGD, in my opinion on it, stays the same. It's pretty strong for over the counter, I guess technically. Best new fat burner, and how do we get Adam in the gym? I don't know if we can get Adam in the gym. He's fucking lazy fuck. But the best new fat burner, probably um, Steel Supplements Shredded AF. That's a good one. That's a really, really good one. I mean, like the double tap and stuff, they all took out DMHA. All the good ingredients get banned at some point, but right now, the best one's probably Steel Supplements Shredded AF. It's a good one. Next question. What is a good source to buy SARMs since EA was taking down how to prevent acne from SARMs? Um, so EA is taking it down. I don't know if more companies are gonna. They said that they were gonna, but I don't know if they really are. Maybe they'll find a way around it. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be a way to obtain it, regardless of whether they get become illegal or not. But good source. I don't know if I should mention them on YouTube. I don't really care. Um, top four sources off the top of my head, probably Puroz, IRC.bio. I know their owner, he's a really good guy. Recon, I don't like Recon too much, but a lot of other people do. Recon Peptides, and then Narrows Labs. I used to be affiliated with Narrows. Narrows makes good products. Those four. Narrows is probably the cheapest. How to prevent acne. I mean, there's nothing really you can do. Some people are really sensitive to hormone fluctuations and oily skin and whatnot. Maybe like I think B5 or B6 is what people use for acne. I think it's B5, pantothenic acid or something. I don't know the name exactly. A lot of people use that for oily skin, and then maybe using something like just making sure you really um, cleanse your skin when you shower, and Nizoral. I don't know if you're gonna get Nizoral, but those three are probably my best suggestions. It's pretty hard. I mean, some people are just fucked with it, and I'm not gonna recommend Accutane because it comes with a lot of side effects. Our next video. Yo, I'm about to start my first arm cycle. Gonna do Austrian for probably 4 to 6 weeks, starting off at a lower dose, like 10 to 12.5 milligrams, and I have a Rimacine on hand as well that I'll probably take during it. Was just curious what time you took your Austrian and Rimacine, and if there were different times. Also, any recommendations on things you would do differently, knowing what you know now compared to your first Austrian video, PCT specifically, and even on cycle during it. What would you recommend? All right, this is a good question. Um, so I'm just gonna say what I'd change because I think if I tell you what I would change, you could just um, you can just modify what you're gonna do based off that. So what I'd change is I'd probably extend the duration. I did 4 weeks. I'd say 6 to 8 weeks because that's what I did after that. Second, I might start off at I would have maybe start off 20 to 25 milligrams. I know I said 12.5, but the weird thing is the brand that I tried, I never quite got the same response from Austrian from several companies that I got from that brand. I don't even remember the brand, but I don't know if it was my first time using or it was placebo. I don't think it was placebo, but there was something about that Austrian that was super strong. But I mean, I think yeah, start at 12.5 actually, maybe for a week, and then see how you feel, and then move up from there if you want. And then arimocine, it doesn't matter when you take it. But I tell you that don't take it unless you need to take it, because aspirin has a lot of benefits like joint relief and stuff that you might not get if you use the arimocine with it. Because I, what else did I answer? Yeah, so 6 to 8 weeks, 12.5 to start, maybe go up to 20 to 25 after. No higher than that. Any higher than that, people are just your diet's just bad. And then on cycle, yeah, same thing. Arimocine. PCT. Um, I don't know. It's still really with Austrian. I really don't think you need shit, but maybe D-aspartic acid, because that's not even D-aspartic acid. Maybe just some ashwagandha or something. Just something over the counter. Should help you if you're really worried. And then maybe one capsule of arimocine for 4 weeks, but I think you'll recover either way. All right, and then I think I have one more question. Okay, last question. Have you had any issues with Austrian? Is this the last one? Oh wait, no, two more. What do you think of an Austrian cycle of 4 weeks, 20 milligrams? Will that do something? Yeah, it'll definitely do something. I mean, like I said, if you want to retain the gains more, maybe do it longer, 6 to 8 weeks. But 20 milligrams, you should definitely notice it. Like I said, if you're not noticing it, either your company is bunk or you just don't know how to eat and train properly. And last question. Have you had any issues with Austrian? And lots of forums I've read says it fucks you up if you're under 21 and etc. Any info is appreciated, fella. um, no, I haven't. I think it's if you're gonna try a SARM, I think it's the best one to try first because of the lack of side effects. Of course, there's not a lot of extensive research done on it, and people saying that it fucks you up if you're under 21. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger did steroids when he was 14 years old or 15. I mean, you're not Arnold Schwarzenegger, obviously, but I mean, I don't think he regrets the decisions he made when he was younger. I mean, he's alive today. He's healthy. I think that under 21, I think you should just be you need to be informed because there are a lot of people I know under 21 that are more informed than people that are 30 years old. So I don't think it's age so much that matters, but how much you really know about the topic and really making sure that you like invest time to understand what you're doing. Now, there's the thoughts of maybe closing growth plates and stuff like that um, if you start early, but that's only with AES, and even then, I don't know if that's true, and it doesn't stop a lot of people. So do I think it'll fuck you up? No, I don't. There's also a lot more room for error with SARMs than there is with AES. Because AES, you don't PCT, you're gonna be fucked for a while. Okay, you use a SARM, you don't PCT, you'll bounce back. Honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna say positively, but for the most part, you will. And it's much better than pro hormones too. Pro hormones are shit. So I hope that answers your questions. If I answered you guys' questions and you didn't really understand what I was saying or it was a shitty response or something, just comment below or maybe message me on Instagram and I'll try to maybe give you a more in-depth answer. But hopefully you guys like the Q&A. Hopefully you guys can hear me too. If you like the video, please like. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe. And thank you guys for watching.